Good YouTube, it's Dens here. Today I'm going to be talking about why Fallout New Vegas is one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life and one of the greatest RPGs of all time. Considering this game came out in 2010, it still stands its ground as one of the greatest RPGs ever made. I mean, if you even look at the reviews, a lot of the reviewers have this game rated higher than a 9.5 or even a 10 out of 10. It truly is one of the greatest games ever made. Just before we do get into this video, I just want to let you all know that on September 14th, I will be having a Subathon Marathon stream for September over on Twitch, where I play Death Stranding 1 and 2 for a minimum of 24 hours. So I do hope you guys pull up to that stream. The last time I'd done this was in 2023, when I played Starfield for a total of 57 hours on its release day. Very good stream, and yeah, we'll be running it back in September. Let's just dive into this. So there are a lot of topics I do want to talk about when it comes to why Fallout New Vegas is arguably the greatest RPG ever made. I know it's a very common theme that people say it is the best Fallout. I will be explaining that here. Now, I am somebody who Fallout 3 was my first love. Fallout 3 changed gaming for me massively. It just introduced a lot to me in terms of RPG, in terms of leveling up your character, in terms of upgrading guns. Fallout 3 was the first game that brought all that to me as a kid. So I do love all the Fallout games. I love Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4. I don't know, I think New Vegas is the one I've put the most amount of time in, and then it would be Fallout 3 and then Fallout 4. I do love all of them. New Vegas I'd rate a 10 out of 10, and then the other two Fallout games a 9 out of 10. I will just be breaking down New Vegas and kind of explaining to those exactly why it is it's one of the best games I've ever played. So if you look at the world complexity of New Vegas, you compare it to something like Fallout 3. Fallout 3 does a very good job of projecting the wasteland atmosphere, just because of the fact that there are a lot of rundown settlements. Everything seems to be broken in the world. There are no massive factions who hold control of the wasteland. It's all just a mess. Just a ton of enemies, a ton of monsters all around. The Brotherhood of Steel hold a small point in the capital wasteland, whereas in Fallout New Vegas, the Legion, the NCR, Great Khan, they're all a bit more spread out around the Mojave, so they do control large sections of the map. The complexity and the contrast in this game is absolutely brilliant. I mean, you compare a settlement like Goodsprings to the Vegas Strip. I mean, you can see the Vegas Strip from absolutely anywhere on this map. Just seeing the bright lights, the excitement that you're getting closer to that spot, and you have no idea what mysteries are there. There's a mystery in everything in Fallout New Vegas. There's a great contrast with the world itself. The different type of settlements you'll find. Some are run down, some are absolutely built up to be brilliant and beautiful. World complexity in Fallout New Vegas is a huge reason why this game is one of the best. And I do believe it's the best Fallout game in the series. Another big reason is main story. Fallout New Vegas' main story is not linear. There are a lot of RPGs that follow a linear storyline. For example, Skyrim is all about finding why the dragons came back. Once you take down Alduin, story's finished. Fallout 3, all about finding Dad, once it's a very linear story. You turn on Project Purity, and then story's finished. Fallout New Vegas is more spread out, and it can kind of be looked at in a sense that at the start of the game you get shot in the face. So is the game about getting revenge? Is the game about the fate of Vegas? Is the game about choosing to see which faction will take control, which faction you as the courier want to side with? Is it just you wanted to take over Vegas yourself with Yes Man? There's way too many elements to this main story. It's not a linear main story. There's just way too many ways you can finish a story, too many ways you can look at it. I myself looked at this main story in a very selfish manner. I kind of wanted what was best for my courier. Revenge on Benny was very big to me because he was a guy who tried to take me out and he had terrible luck. So that also was a thing for me. Exploration is a massive point in Fallout New Vegas. You can find some crazy cool spots. I mean, you can find Black Mountain, you can find Novak, you can find an eerie and dark place like Nipton. Heading onto Nipton for the first time and seeing what's going on. Truly, and that's early in the game also, it just truly lets you know the dangers that await you and what awaits you in this Mojave wasteland. I mean, even the Strip, which is arguably the most hyped place to find in Fallout New Vegas for the first time. Freeside in itself, which is just outside the Strip. There's a massive contrast with Freeside and the Strip itself. The fact that they're right beside each other, one gate, and you can see two different sides to the entire Mojave. I mean, even if you're looking at DLCs, Exploration, The Big Empty, one of the most beautifully made DLCs ever. I mean, the aesthetics in that DLC are absolutely brilliant. from the enemies to the buildings to the terrain, just absolutely everything. Even Lonesome Road. Lonesome Road, I mean, they nailed the atmosphere of that, the destruction and the divide. Just, these are very big things. I mean, Fallout New Vegas does a great job of setting a certain tone in all it does, all the quests that it does, all the storylines it's trying to tell, the lore. Even if you dive deep into the lore, the atmosphere, the holotapes that are left around, the gear that you find based on the holotapes. I literally found out about Ulysses, Christine, and Elijah. I found out so much about them from the Old World Blues DLC. Then I look at the weapons and gear. Weapons and gear in Fallout New Vegas, huge standout. Huge standout. I mean, you have some crazy creative guns in this. Even in this clip, I'm literally using an automatic rocket launcher. Like, the fire rate on this thing is absolutely crazy. It's a DLC weapon, but I mean, the fact that that exists. And Fallout is also set in a futuristic world, so a lot of the things that you might think are kind of crazy, I mean, they might not sound too crazy because it potentially could have been made in the future where technology has improved. There was a nuclear drop, so people are kind of using scraps and whatever they can to just create any form of technology, any improvement in weaponry. Weapons and gear in this game are absolutely amazing. You have some crazy powerful weapons. You have some of the most beautiful looking armor in the entire Fallout series. Shout out to the Stealth Suit Mark II. Shout out to the Elite Right gear. Shout out to the Ranger gear. Shout out to T-51B power armor that's in all the Fallout games. A lot of great gear in this game. Another thing I want to talk about is companions. Fallout New Vegas companions are some of the best that Bethesda have ever made. I know it's an Obsidian game, but Fallout is a Bethesda game, so I will be comparing Fallout New Vegas to a lot of the Bethesda games. When I'm talking about Bethesda games, I'm talking about Skyrim, I'm talking about your Starfield, I'm talking about your Fallout 3, Fallout 4. I do believe Fallout New Vegas has the best companions out of all of them. I mean, the fact that you can level up their companion quest and get to work with them. You know, Boone. I don't want to spoil too much about Boone, but Boone is one of the most detailed and deep characters you'll ever meet in this game. You have Cass, you have Veronica, who progresses as you beat the Dead Money DLC also. You have Arcade Gannon. You know, I don't want to spoil too much because there might be people who still haven't tried out Fallout New Vegas and haven't done these quests, so go out and do these companion quests and you'll learn more about them. Then there's factions, huge point of the game. There are sections in the Mojave Wasteland that are controlled by different types of factions and they're all spread out. Every single faction in this game is very powerful. It's not like Fallout 4 where the Institute and the Brotherhood of Steel are stronger than the Minutemen and the Railroad and the Gunners. Every single faction in Fallout New Vegas is very strong. The NCR are extremely strong. The Legion are very, very strong. And you will find that out when you play the game, how strong the Legion truly are. The Great Khan can cause you big problems also. Mr. House is a faction. Mr. House and the Securitron army that he has is extremely dangerous. That's what I love about Fallout New Vegas. Everybody wants control and everybody is capable of keeping control. I also do want to give a shout out to the DLCs of Fallout New Vegas. Some of the most fun and best DLCs I've ever played. I mean, the fact that they all tie in together. Play the DLCs in order. Play Dead Money, play Honest Hearts, play Old World Blues, and then play Lonesome Road. They all tie in together. There are pieces of lore away from the main story of those DLCs that lead up to the final DLC. You will learn about Ulysses in Dead Money. You will learn about him in Honest Heart. You will learn about him in Old World Blues, and then finally meet and confront him in Lonesome Road. And that's what I love about the DLCs in Fallout New Vegas. They're not about Ulysses, but they all build up in a way that the final DLC leads to him. When you're going into the final DLC, you have an idea of what you're going to go do because the little side pieces that you've done in the other DLCs, the lore that you've actually taken the time to go off and learn, you can find pieces of information on Ulysses. So by the time that you get to the final DLC, you already know. I've heard about this guy in all these DLCs, now it's time. But yeah, guys, I mean, I do love Fallout New Vegas, one of my favorite games ever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments in terms of which Fallout is your favorite and why. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a good one.